you. So today we have our Sunday program, and now we're going to have a lecture, and we're very happy to have with us His Grace Ajitananda Prabhu. Hari Bol. Please, Prabhu. So we might have to mention why the temple compound looks as it looks. It's a little special. We are preparing for our Jamashtami festival, which is happening tomorrow. Jamashtami, you know what is Jamashtami? It's the divine appearance day of Lord Krishna, and this is the biggest festival here in this temple. We always have around 1,000 visitors, and so we also have stalls outside. That's what we already built up, and in the back we have a stage. So just when you, in case you're wondering why is that, it's for tomorrow. And this is of course also an invitation to you to please come and join us tomorrow. It will be starting at 6 p.m. In the temple room we have a program. We have a program in the back on the stage. There will be different kinds of cultural programs, dance, music, and also we have lectures, Abhishek, and a lot of good prasadam, opportunity to relish Krishna prasadam, and then also aratis, especially at 12 o'clock there will be the midnight arati. That's the time when Sri Krishna appeared. So please come if you can. We'd be very happy to have you. And today we have Ajitananda Prabhu. Ajitananda Prabhu is from Croatia originally. He joined the movement in 2008. He became a monk, and then shortly after he went to Mayapur, which is one of the holiest places of our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, and he lived there for 10 years, and he was studying in a traditional Gurukul, which is a Gurukul is a school where usually smaller children they go to from the age of 5 to 25. And he was not only studying there, I mean he was studying, but he was a teacher in the Gurukul. And now he came back to Europe and he's sharing his knowledge, his realizations in different temples. And he has been with us for a few days, and today he's with us, and tomorrow also he will be with us. He will also be speaking on Jamashtami, Krishna's appearance day tomorrow. That will be at 9 o'clock. Yeah. At 9. And today we thought let's have some warm-up. Krishna Jamashtami, let's tune in. So Prabhu will also be speaking on the divine appearance day of Sri Krishna. Thank you for taking the time. Hare Krishna. For those of you who are here for the first time, this is a song we traditionally sing in our temples before giving a lecture, and it's just describing the spiritual world, how Krishna lives there, so you can follow that song, that text.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Pijana Vallabha Jayo Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Yashodhanandana Jayo Brajajana Ranjana Jayo Brajajana Ranjana Yashodhanandana Jayo Brajajana Jayo Yashodhanandana Jayo Brajajana Ranjana Jayo Brajajana Ranjana Jayo Jayo Yamunatiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yamunatiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yamunatiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Vanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo
श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
He's so kind, he wants to greet us.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are offering our humble obeisances to the Supreme Lord Vasudeva, who is the son of Vasudeva of Mathura. And we also offer our humble obeisance to the Supreme Lord Vasudeva, who is the all expanding and all pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahman. And just this one mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate, Vasudevaya. It's full of meaning, and we can just speak about that mantra in this, to say Adivas, or the pre-celebration of Janmashtami tomorrow. Because there are two meanings of Vasudeva. One is that he is all-pervading, and one is that he is the son of Vasudeva. So it seems contradictory, and people are usually, not only in India, but outside of India also, kind of speculating, does God have a form, or he is a personal or impersonal? And within these two meanings of being the Vasudeva and Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva, it seems a contradiction. If something is all-pervading, how it can have a form? And this mantra is therefore full of meaning for all of us. And trying to expand from that mantra, we'll try to pre-celebrate Krishna Janmashtami, as Damodar Prasad Prabhu have mentioned that tomorrow is the great celebration of Janmashtami. There are some uniqueness through astrological inference we can see through Jyotish that tomorrow's Janmashtami is one of the rare and unique, and I will reveal further these things. So Gaudiya Vaishnavas hold that the appearance of Shri Krishna is the most auspicious celebration because he is the original Parabrahman, Janmadhyasya Yataha. If we want to know what is the absolute truth, we need to know what is the source of everything, and then we need to ask ourselves, is that absolute truth personal or impersonal? And if we have a personhood, then the origin also needs to have a personhood. So if we are persons, then the origin also needs to be a person, and therefore Vedas conclude that yes, there is a Purushottama, the supreme personality. So if he is a person, thus he has a gender. And we think that usually gender is limiting us, and the gender means actually duality, but actually the Parabrahman is free of these contradictions. And actually when we celebrate Krishna Janmashtami, we don't celebrate him separately from his energies, because absolute truth doesn't mean only energetic Shaktiman, but also means his Shaktis and relationship with them. So Srila Prabhupada said the celebration of Krishna Janmashtami without celebration of Srimati Radharani is incomplete. So it's very important that we celebrate both the masculine and feminine aspects of absolute truth and see the complementarity in between them. And it's very important for us as sadhakas to celebrate both, because either of extremes creates also extremism in our personality. Extreme masculine is wrong, extreme feminine is also wrong, but together and the love, the interaction between them creates the absolute truth. And in Vedas we learn that along with this Parabrahman, in Purusha Sukta there is also Virat Purusha, who has two parts. This is the cosmology of Vedas, which is reflected in society and is also reflected within our own personality. And everyone has both traces of masculine and feminine. No one can claim, except Krishna, that he is absolute masculine. And no one can claim I am absolute feminine, except Radharani, who is Adi Lakshmi, original Lakshmi. So therefore we celebrate especially Krishna as Vrajavasis, the residents of Vrindavan are seeing Krishna, and especially as Srimati Radharani is seeing Krishna. And furthermore, regarding the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, why Srimad Bhagavatam, which is celebrating Krishna as a Vraja Krishna, is starting with Vasudeva Krishna, which is the Krishna of Mathura, because we learn that Krishna have appeared in Mathura. So why so much of description that Krishna is coming from Mathura? If you've been here in that was last Sunday, Balarampuna? Monday, yes. We have been speaking how Krishna actually appeared really in Vrindavan. Vrindavanam parityajya padam ekam na gacchati. Krishna doesn't take even one step out of Vrindavan. So then why Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that Krishna appeared in Mathura? And the whole story will be narrating tomorrow. But the reason why Vrajavasis also hear that Krishna appeared in Mathura is because if Krishna would be easily revealed in Vrindavan, they would take Krishna for granted. Or he appeared in Vrindavan and we can, take so easily. Because if we get something for granted in life, we tend to misuse it. And therefore, in this way, Krishna so-called appeared in Vrindavan, it seems so, came appeared in Mathura, came to Vrindavan, performed wonderful pastimes, and they left again Vrindavan. So what this creates? It creates expectation. And expectation is to say basics or foundation for separation from Krishna, viraha or vipralamba. And Gaudiya Vaishnavas celebrate this separation from Krishna more than unity with Krishna. We have yoga and vi-yoga. Now the absolute yoga is to unite with Krishna in 5 rasas. But vi-yoga, as we hear that Srimati Radharani had experienced even more of ecstatic love while being separated from him. So therefore, Krishna is celebrated as appearing in Mathura, coming to Vrindavan, and then leaving Vrindavan again in absolute separation of gopis and Vrajavasis. We hear how they were devastated after Krishna left, but this just increased their love. And actually this celebration of Janmashtami, I will be speaking some glories of this Janmashtami, but in essence it's just about one thing. It's about how much we are willing to sacrifice for love of Godhead. Everyone is looking for love, for affection from others, and Vedas reveal that the absolute state of love, prema prayojana, can be achieved in relationship with the Supreme Self, which is Sri Krishna. And we see those who tried to achieve that, they went through a lot of struggle. Like Mother Devaki lost children in the pursuance, of receiving Krishna in her womb. Vrajavasis went through so much of trouble by being attacked by demons, etc. Gopis, Krishna tested in so many ways. The gopis were taking bath in a lake, in a kunda, and Krishna stole their clothes. So how is this moral? What kind of God is this? He stole the clothes of cowherd girls of Vrindavan. So is this immorality? So how can God be simultaneously immoral and all good? And basically he was testing how much are they willing to surrender completely. The last test before Rasa Lila. Rasa Lila is the topmost enjoyment in a dance with Krishna. The last test was actually being naked in front of Krishna. And the nakedness in spiritual world doesn't mean just a nudity. It means full self-surrender. It doesn't mean just external thing. It means Atmanivedana. How much am I surrendering myself for the pleasure of Krishna? Because if Krishna doesn't test us like this, he doesn't give love for him. The God is all loving, but that doesn't mean that there are no grades of love. And he wants the only one thing, and that is selfless unconditional love. So Janmashtami is such a celebration where we are trying to achieve such a unconditional love for Krishna, and we are not trying to love Krishna through our Vaidhi, our rules and regulations, because I will be speaking about them, but just because of trying to give him pleasure, not because he's God, not because I gave a vow to Guru that I will chant so many mantras, I will follow so much of rules and regulations. Janmashtami is not about that. Janmashtami is about being tested. How much we want that Krishna appears in our heart. And he appears, as per Bhagavad Gita, he gives one prophecy. If we understand the tattva about him, Janma Karma, Chamedevyam, Evam yo veti tattvataha, the one who knows me in truth, veti tattvataha. So such a wit or knower is the actually person who knows prema bhakti. Because Krishna have appeared in Vrindavan, because the residents of Vrindavan, they have natural anuraga, natural spontaneous love for him, and therefore he appeared over there. But in Mathura, he didn't appear as a Vraja Krishna. He appeared as Vasudeva Krishna, because the Vasudeva Devaki, they didn't perform Raganuga Bhakti in order to get such exalted son. They performed mixed Bhakti with Vaidhi, with rules and regulations, with awe and reverence. They worship the God, and therefore Krishna didn't appear in two-arm form as a baby in the beginning, but as a four-arm form as a Supreme Lord Narayana. So much to say about this festival. And as we are preparing for tomorrow, which is Ashtami day of Bhadra Mas, dark fortnight, the Krishna Paksha, that means that today is Saptami, so we still have a day to prepare our hearts for proper appearance, Avirbhav of Krishna. And such appearance is described in Hari Bhakti Vilas of Sanatana Goswami, where he is narrating about his birth. And over there in Krishna Yudhishthira Samvada, or conversation with Maharaj Yudhishthir, he speaks how he appeared in Mathura, not in Vraja. Maybe tomorrow we can repeat the story how Krishna appeared in Vraja, because it's never enough of hearing of that from Gopal Champu. But in Hari Bhakti Vilas he says how he appeared in Mathura. So in Bhavishyottara Purana, the conversation with Yudhishthir Maharaj goes that Yudhishthir Maharaj was interested to know how have you appeared in this world and how we can celebrate your birthday. Birthday actually we call appearance, but in general it's a birthday. So then he tells the story how at the time of fight with Kamsa, who is actually his uncle who tried to kill him in so many ways for so many years, how he came and finally destroyed his uncle and liberated his parents and Ugrasena, his grandfather, and freed all the Mathuravasis, the residents of Mathura, from the torture of this cruel King Kamsa. So then over there he narrates that when Kamsa was killed, that first who approached him was actually his mother Devaki, as mothers are always affectionate, and actually they never met after the birth. So and she heard that Kamsa, the brother of Devaki, is Kamsa, the uncle, and he wanted to kill his own nephew. So for 15 years she was hearing like that this child was tortured and so many demons tried to kill him. So then when she saw him, she immediately ran towards Krishna, and it said, although he was at that time boy of 15 years, she set him in a lap and she started to cry profusely, and it said that told him some sweet words as mother, consoling him, etc., etc. So that's a beautiful thing of Bhagavad Purana that God is not just worshipped as a God, as a supreme person, and that we are all sons and daughters of Him, but that He can also be in a role of a son. Because love is the most powerful energy, and through that power of love, prema rasa, the person can actually subdue even God. And therefore this beauty of Vatsalya rasa, the motherhood of the Devaki, and Krishna is so much and wonderfully described in this Bhavishyotara Purana. Of course, the Vasudeva, the father, immediately came, and all other residents of Mathura, their cousins, came to see Krishna along with his brother Balaram. And as they were, you know, exchanging, it's called alingana, how do they say in English, to embrace someone, to embraces, etc. The Mathura Vasis started to inquire, oh, Krishna, but how have you appeared in this world from Devaki? Can you tell us about that and how we can celebrate your appearance? And actually that, Hare Krishna, please welcome. That description is the instruction how the first Janmashtami was done. After that, the Mathura Vasis, they celebrated Janmashtami for the first time. So then Krishna continues to speak Yudhishthira Maharaj, and he tells him, "Oh my dear Yudhishthira Maharaj, O Pritha, the son of Kunti Devi, when the sun is in Simha Rashi and the Chandra, the moon, is in Rohini Nakshatra on the 8th day of the dark fortnight of Bhadra Masa, means this month, in the midnight, I have appeared from Devaki Devi, it's written over there." So if someone knows a little bit about astrology, he will be astonished. Means that both moon and the sun, they are in very favorable positions. And moon in Rohini is the most auspicious. The complete moon means that that person have very developed mind. And the in Vrishabha Rashi, the moon in Vrishabha is very auspicious. Usually people who are Taurus of Vrishabha, they are actors, they are very charming personalities, they are very, how to say, attractive person. And Krishna is all attractive, no? Therefore he's called Krishna. So a moon in Taurus is very auspicious. And over there moon is with Ketu. He said that this person is very psychic, he can read minds of all living beings, and this person will need to travel, and he traveled, he was born, let's say in Mathura, then came to Vrindavan, Gokul, Nandagram, came back to Mathura, then Dwaraka, then you know, to Hastinapur with Pandavas, etc., etc. So definitely, you know, it's indicating Krishna's life. And then sun in Surya in Simha Rashi means he's a kingly aristocratic personality, you know, because the Simha and the Simha is the Lord, the Surya is the Lord of Simha, so he feels very natural in that position of being, you know, aristocratic and kingly, and so many other wonderful influences. But the most important is this Rohini Nakshatra. And then further he explains the Mahatmya, the glories of this Janmashtami. And in 40 pages there is so many shlokas, like 100 shlokas explaining the glories of Janmashtami and performance of Janmashtami. But he said on the end, if Janmashtami is done when Rohini Nakshatra is there, that is the most auspicious influence. And if someone does performance of Krishna Janmashtami, he will definitely achieve liberation, and not only liberation but also love of Godhead. So many of benefits are written over there. Just like if someone fasts on Janmashtami, he will get all dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Means he will perform all great duties, all wealth will come to him, all satisfaction in life, liberation. Therefore this vrata is supposed to be followed by everyone, by brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyasi, by shudra, vaishya, kshatriya and brahmana. All types and kinds of people should follow this vrata, and even a slight following of this vrata will bring us greatest benefit. But if someone is a Krishna's devotee and if he doesn't follow this vrata, it will destroy so much of his bhakti, means in a sense of his punya. Means it is very inauspicious to those who are bhakta sadhakas not to perform this vrata. And I can say from my life that sometimes you're not so focused on these days, and then you don't perform that celebration nicely, and you feel empty. Opposite to love is not anger. Opposite to love is emptiness, voidism. And you will feel that if you don't observe festivals, not only Janmashtami but others also. You will feel empty, and that's the worst, to say, condemnation for someone who is on the path of bhakti sadhana. So definitely we should try to follow. And why is Rohini Nakshatra important, and what is the real benefit? As I said, it's the big influence of moon being satisfied, the Chandra being satisfied in that position. But the substitution, if it's not in Rohini Nakshatra, and tomorrow is not Rohini Nakshatra, the constellation, it's Kritika Nakshatra, which is also favorable. But instead of that, the celebration on Monday and Wednesday is also most favorable. And tomorrow is Monday. So Somvar or Somavara we say in Sanskrit, so it's very auspicious. And Budhavara is Wednesday. So why these two, Somavara and Budhavara? Because Krishna appeared on Wednesday, which is Budhavara, and therefore when this moment again appears, the Janmashtami on Wednesday, it's very auspicious. And why Monday? Because Monday or Soma or Chandra has as a Lord Vasudeva. His mantra is Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It's because all these grahas, the planets in Jyotish, which give us different influences, they have their own Adidevatas, the presiding deities, and for Chandra the moon is Lord Vasudeva or Krishna himself. For Sun is Rama, for Mars is Nrsimhadev, for Venus is Parashuram, for Ketu is Matsya, for Rahu is Kurma, and I miss someone. Buddha is Vamanadev or Lord Buddha actually. Jupiter also has Jupiter has a Vamanadev as a Lord, etc., etc. But on Monday is Lord Krishna, so the Monday is the day of Krishna. And some different Jyotish upayas or the remedies, they tell if you have problem with moon in your chart, if you are, to say, full of anxiety, if you are full of depression, you should worship Krishna. And one of the worship is Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Just chanting this mantra. Tomorrow you can just chant this mantra whole day. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And it's so much of auspiciousness there. So if not Rohini Nakshatra, then the Monday or Wednesday. So we are so much fortunate. Tomorrow is Monday, and the benefits of performing Krishna Janmashtami are eternal. It's called Nityatvam, Janmashtami Nityatvam. Why? Because whatever gives Krishna pleasure is eternal. And we don't perform Krishna Janmashtami, as I said, just to follow some rules and regulations, but to please Krishna, to love Krishna. And that love actually is eternal, the benefit is eternal. So if we want to perform Janmashtami to get any benefits of Karma Kanda, or I want to be, in next life I want to have so much of punya, in this life I want to have so much of wealth, I want to be promoted to heavenly planets to enjoy, endless, innumerable benefits over there, or I want to get moksha, mukti through Jnana Kanda by studying Upanishads and try to understand, the liberation, then this celebration will not be complete. So we don't want to celebrate in that way. We want to get the real benefit, Nityatvam, and that is to please Krishna. So whatever tomorrow we actually do, we should perform with desire to please Him. And the krama is called Pujopakrama. The way of celebrating, it's very elaborately described in many pages over there, for which we don't have time. But actually, just by observing these days what devotees are doing, we are already very much preparing. It's said over there that the altar must be set, and then Krishna should be placed along with his associates and his mother, the photo of his mother, to remind us on Krishna's appearance and her affection, Vatsalya Rasa. And then the temple should be decorated wonderfully with different precious stones, with different clothes, different flowers and leaves. And in so many ways, to decorate the temple. Then on that morning, he said that we should take bath and brush teeth. Please don't come tomorrow if you don't take bath. Or if you don't brush teeth, please don't come. So, of course, in different ways to prepare our body, and just like we go for any festival. It's said in Shastras that Utsava Priya Manavaha, the festivals are very dear to human beings. Everyone likes to celebrate, no? The animals that don't have that fortune to organize festivals, because the festival is the culmination of our consciousness, of our development of arts, science, etc. So, especially when they are done to celebrate the absolute truth, they give the absolute benefit. Any act which is pure, which is completely selfless, for the pleasure of Krishna, the absolute truth, is the highest celebration of our consciousness. Nothing higher can be achieved, and because we unite to do that, that's the best which we can offer as humanity. So different ways of preparation, and one important way is actually to fast tomorrow. And fast means full fast, means even without water, so which is the great imperative. But if you have any health issues, etc., no one will blame you, but try to follow as much as you can. But I'll tell you one trick. Today you can drink as much water as possible. Every half an hour drink 1 cup of water, especially lukewarm water. And then tomorrow morning before 3:38, because Ashtami starts in morning 3:38, then you can drink water as much as you want. So wake up at 3, warm up water. It will really pacify your water, and you will remember that I said something wise, because this is from Ayurveda, and I have practiced this for many years. It helped me a lot. So 3:38, before that, drink water as much as you want. You can even eat before that, but it's not advised to eat, because then actually if you take a lot of dinner, you think, oh, but tomorrow I'll be satisfied. No, but your stomach will expand. It will not shrink. No, so you want to eat lightly today evening, something warm, and then tomorrow will be good for fasting. So in this way, we trying to prepare. There are so many ways which we can prepare, but one of the wonderful ways is to offer prayers. Puja mantraha. prayers and chants to celebrate not only Krishna but also to celebrate Devaki as his mother. So I have selected a couple of prayers from Hari Bhakti Vilas, from where I was narrating. One type of mantra is called Sankalpa mantra or Niyama mantra, and you can to say recite this mantra or make this vow. Sankalpa means vow or a resolution, determination to do some act. If you give this mantra, if you say this mantra, I mean to say seriously, then you have to observe this, otherwise you will lose benefit. No? So if you don't think you are that much serious, don't say this mantra. So usually this mantra in Vedic lore of scriptures, the Sankalpa mantras are given before any vrata, even before chanting Gayatri we do, etc., etc. So I'll recite, but you don't need to make a vow, it's up to you. O Supreme Controller, O Son of Devaki, today I will observe a complete fast and I will break the fast tomorrow. That means on Navami, day after tomorrow from now. May you be my shelter during the execution of this vow of Janmashtami. Adya stitva, today Adya stitva, niraharaha, I will not eat. Ahara, it's eating. Svabhote Parameshwara, Supreme Lord Ishvara, Bokshyami, Bokshyati means to eat. Devaki Putra, or son of Devaki, Asmin Janmashtami Vrate, I will observe the Janmashtami Vrata. One who observes fasting should be, oh, pardon me, this is not prayer anymore, but prayers will come later, yes. So such a vow is done before any observance of festival. So if you want, I can share this mantra with you. So tomorrow morning you can recite, if you are brave. Brave is called Veera usually in Shastra. However, the other mantras for worshipping on Devaki and Krishna are like this first Devaki mantra. O Aditi, you are the mother of the demigods. You destroy all sinful reactions. I am greatly afraid of material existence, and so kindly accept my worship. Adite Deva matastvam sarva papa pranashini atastvam pujayishyami bito bhavam vayasya cha. O woman, having a most beautiful face, as you become pleased by the adoration of the demigods, kindly be pleased with my devotional adorations. Pujita, tu yata devaihi prasanatvam varanane, pujita tu maya bhaktya prasadam kuru suvrate. O goddess, just as you are jubilant because of receiving Lord Hari as your son, may you and your son make me joyful by being pleased with me. Yata putram harim labdva praptate nivritai para nivritim devi tam eva sa putra tvam prayacha me. Tvam prayacha me. Be pleased with me. And then Krishna Puja mantra. O Lord Madhusudana, you appear in this world in your innumerable incarnations. Indeed, no one in this world can even begin to estimate the number of your incarnations. Avataram sahasrani karoshi Madhusudana nate sankhya avatarananam kaschit jatani vai bhuvi. Demigods such as Brahma also do not know your transcendental qualities in full. Therefore, I will simply worship your form as a child, lying on the lap of Mother Devaki. Deva Brahma Dayo Vapi Swarupam Navidustava Atastvam Pujayishyami Maturutsanga Samstitam. O Supreme Lord, kindly bestow upon me the fulfillment of my desires and remove all my sinful reactions. Almighty Lord, you take away the miseries of your devotees and the fear of material existence. Please be kind to me. Vanchitam kuru me deva, dushkritam chaiva nashaya, kurushva me dayam deva, samsara bhayapaham. In this way, yeah, right, again we are continuing the way of worship. So we see wonderful prayers, not only to Krishna, but also to Mother Devaki. And as in the beginning I said, we don't worship just Krishna, we worship Krishna along with his associates, Radharani, Devaki, Vasudev, Yashoda Mai, Nanda Baba and all others. In that way the worship of Krishna is complete, and if we want to achieve the perfection of spiritual life, we will approach Krishna through his associates. Therefore we glorify his mother Devaki. So by trying to remember Krishna in this way, I hope that this was some nice insight for you and for myself for tomorrow. And although so many things can be said, the time is limiting, and Krishna is time himself, so Krishna is giving us indications how to worship him. So I'll stop here and maybe ask if there is any question or any comment. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this nice lecture. So I think tomorrow we need to perform a little bit of austerity, this Vrata performance. And now I will wake up at 3 o'clock, have lukewarm water, and then when take the bath during the day.
And it's good to take in the morning, of course. Usually
morning.
we take in morning immediately, but it said again in noontime.
Noontime.
And as I was living on the banks of Ganges, I had practice of taking bath over there, sometimes even 3 times. So it's good to cool. If you're fasting, how do you cool down? You take bath with cold water, and Switzerland is full of cold water. That is one thing which we are missing in India. Only in winter we have cold water to refresh. So, but taking bath morning, noon, and then before sunset, that is the practice.
And then the finish of this austerity performance is around 1 o'clock or
right.
midnight?
There are different opinions about that written in Shastras. It said sometime. Then when the Tithi is finishing, what is Tithi? The lunar day, Ashtami. So we need to see that. And that is mostly after the midnight. Sometime 3 a.m. can be. And some also finish in the end of Rohini Nakshatra if it's that auspiciousness there, but tomorrow it's not there. That usually that Rohini Nakshatra would finish on the Navami, on the 9th day, so you don't need to worry about it. That you can finish after midnight along with others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the most important is to engage in remembering Krishna. Maybe reading Krishna book, the story about Krishna appearing, chanting his holy name, trying to do some service in temple without any expectation. You see, we Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we learn and teach that we don't worship the Lord for anything, or give me this or give me that, or no, we want to, there is no higher benefit than love of Godhead. So we are satisfied with our own service. The service itself is a reward for us. So like that. Therefore you're waking up in morning, fasting or taking bath. For that purpose, tomorrow it's in complete glory. In complete glory. It's itself glorious. There is no any other, how to say, benefit for that. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for a expansive class.
Thank you.
I have an unqualified question. Are there any details or informations regarding a forthcoming appearance of Krishna?
Sorry?
Another appearance of Krishna. Are there any...
Oh, I mean as avatar?
Yes. Yeah. So we've spoken about, this appearance of
Right,
Krishna.
right.
Like, are there? I'm just curious. It's just an inquiry
Right.
from curiosity, like from the scriptures or any Vedas.
Right.
Are there any indicators or any, get just knowledge or the things that have been offered, because this appearance of Krishna, this avatar, there were clear details, and that's why Kamsa was so intent on ensuring that Krishna would not appear. So I'm just curious if there are any
Thank you for
forthcoming.
the question. Yes, even in verses which I read, it was written Sahasrani Avataranani. Sahasra means 1,000, and Avataranani means plural form of avatar. Avataranani. So means thousands of them appeared. However, all of them are predicted in Shastras. So Shastra is the authority on appearance of avatar. That's called Avirbhav, the appearance. Avir, Bhav means existence. So when such a personality appears, it's predicted. And so all these avatars are usually predicted, and they are also described in their name, form, qualities, activities, etc. So we need to always check in Shastras about that. And the appearance of Krishna is described in all Puranas, of course in Mahabharata. It's not, as Krishna is not directly in Vedas, because avatars are not in Vedas. Vishnu and Narayan form are in the Vedas. But in so many scriptures, in Tantras, how to celebrate the appearance, etc., etc. So, what are the qualities of a person who is avatar? It's said that he appears in his original form and with his qualities. So, why is that important? Because anyone can claim I'm avatar, and that this happened not only in India but also in the West. There are so many avatars, but actually they don't fit the description. So I was inclined, actually, when I was in my beginning of my spiritual life, I was inclined towards Shastra because of that. Because how can I verify that someone is avatar? No. So since the disappearance of Krishna, we read from the Shastras that he basically appeared in two main forms. Krishna disappeared approximately before 5,100, maybe 26 years. And since then, two main forms. One is his Nama avatar. And Nama avatar means the Krishna's name which descends in this world, which is non-different from him. Abhinatva Nama Naminoho, and through that we can connect with Krishna. And in his Rupa, as per Shastras, he appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, and about that is extensively written both in Puranas and Tantras, and we see indications of that even in Bhagavad Purana, where Krishna is described that he will appear in Kali Yuga, and Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam. Krishna, blackish Krishna, who is not blackish, means he is golden. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearing for which reason? That's the greatest, how to say, tattva, paratattva sima of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, that Krishna wants to understand the glory of Radharani's love. Therefore he appears in the mood of Radharani. So he is the how is it called? Mahapurna avatar. Krishna is Purna avatar. Tomorrow's celebration is the celebration of complete appearance of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? Because Krishna has all 64 qualities of Swayam Bhagavan. Lord Narayana has 60, Lord Vishnu as well, and then Brahma and Shiva can have 55, and Jivas like ourselves can have a 50 qualities of those original 64. But even Lord Narayan doesn't have those 4. Rupa Madhurya, the sweet form, Venu Madhurya, the god which plays the flute, then Bhakta Madhurya, he's surrounded by devotees of Vrindavan, and Prema Madhurya, the sweet love of Godhead is not in awe and reverence, like in opulence as Aishwarya, but in Prema Madhurya. No? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearing with all those associates of Goloka Vrindavan in Navadvip Dham, so this is the highest and complete appearance. Therefore he's called Mahapurna Avatar. And except that, any deity or murti is also Archa Vigraha, is expansion of Krishna, and that is what Shastras are saying. Others can be empowered by Krishna, Shaktavesha avatars. They have a specific quality of Krishna, Vibhuti, and they can appear, but they are also predicted by Shastras. So like that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chidananda Prabhu, for tuning us in for Janmashtami tomorrow. And thank you all for coming today. You are now invited to take prasadam outside in the entrance hall. The weather changed, unfortunately, so we are not able to serve in the garden, as far as I know. And then at 6:15, for those of you who like to come to the temple room, there will be a guided japa meditation. So you can learn how to chant on beats the Hare Krishna mantra, something you can do anywhere and everywhere, at home also. And then at 7 we have the Gaura Arati, the traditional evening ceremony, and then today we are again fortunate, we have His Grace Madhava Prabhu who came, and he will be singing Kirtan from 8 o'clock till 9:30 onwards. And then we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Ajitananda Prabhu ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Yeah. Just 1 second. No. It's fine.
Because we have like this one part from
godina. Danke dir. Znači, živjeli ste u Indiji, vjerojatno, pa da. 12 godina. Znači, a ja sam tamo otišao, 2012. Ne, ja sam negla nešto došla, da. Ovdje? Ne, u Hrvatskoj sam kao postupila, sad na 5 godina živim u Varaždinu, u Zagrebu, da, ali Varaždin, više Gornja Grada, Lakština, iz Slovenije, znate kao tu ekipu, da. Gornja Grada još uvijek da ti svaki njem predavanja, Bagava, koliko često? Pa sad idem, jedan po dva. Lijepo niste nam došli. Čete češće. Može, shvatila se.
Previše sam i svi van Hrvatske nekada gledam.
Da, znam.
Utičam koji smiješni, da sjećate da igracija.
Kako se ono kaže?
Dobro što se pričam jednom sa svojom obitelji Hrvatskoj.
Da, možda jednostavno slučaj.
Stranac odličan.
Je, točno to. Super, a inače dolazite u Hrvatsku često?
Najčešće na Budicu.
A inače ste od svoj?
Osobno.
Ajde, možda imate Budapiša i da...
Da, sam htio pitati.
Oni su sad u Varaždinu kupili kuću.
Mislim da je sam najčešće slušila.
Odite nama karne sami, da, prodali smo u kuću u Lišću i sad su selili i imaju prekrasan golman prostor za jogu. Dole kao stan, gore je za jogu i ima mali soba i za predavače. Tako da, takva smo zovu. Da,
Hvala.